Hi, I'm Terry from Wakanda Boats here in Glen Elder, Kansas, and we're also in Republican City, Nebraska. And we're going to do a walkthrough video here of the 2018 Lund 2175 Pro V Sport. Now this is the largest of the Pro V Tournament Series lineup. The boat's 21 feet and 10 inches in overall length, and so it's basically a 22-foot boat. It's also 102 inches wide, so it's as wide as they can build them. So there's just a ton of space in this boat. It's a big water boat. It's going to handle about any big water you can throw at it. And the fishability and the storage of this boat is truly second to none. And I'll kind of show you that as we go through it on the inside. But to start with, on the outside, I'll just show you how all ours are going to be set up and stocked. And like any of our Pro Vs or our Tie-Es and crossovers, the 3D Lund logo will be on all of them. It makes the boat just stand out a little nicer. Also, the custom upgraded bunk trailer is another option that all of ours will also have, and what that gives you is the diamond plate fenders. So it's a nicer fender, gives you a lot nicer wheels, as you can see, and there's a matching spare tire. And the biggest part to that trailer upgrade is the paint job. It's called the Lund Armor paint job. It's double coated, and it's kind of a rough texture. It resembles like a rhino lining, and it's just a lot more gravel pit and rock chip resistant. Okay, and then of course, like any of the Lund Shorelander trailers, it's going to have the swing away tongue for storage in the garage. The next thing that gives you as an option on that upgraded trailer is these load guides. So they're a nice roller load guide. They're not going to beat the boat up like a bunk board would do. So that's a nice feature. And any other trailers as well will have these retractable tie downs. It's a handy feature. They stay right on the trailer. You're not going to lose them or forget them anywhere. Starting at the back of the boat, and this is a standard feature all of them are going to have. It's called they call it the rescue ladder. It's recessed inside the gunnel. They're all going to have this, and so it's just a 3-step ladder. For those that it's a way to get in the boat if you were to fall out or whatever the case may be. We also put what's called this is optional and new for 2018 is this 4-step ladder, however, and it's a splash pan mounted. And it's just a lot easier way to get in the boat. It is optional, but all ours will have it in stock. You can see it extends out way past where your depth finders will be mounted, so it's not going to get in the way of that. It extends down way deep into the water, so it's just a lot easier way to get in and out of the water, and it's inexpensive. And all ours will have that ladder. We put all of ours with the 350 Verado. That's max horsepower. Most guys buying this boat will want to go ahead and maximize their performance. So that, along with the Tempest prop, this boat performs very well with this motor. So now that we're inside the boat, you can just see how much space is back here in the cockpit area. Now when you compare this model to the next size down in the 2075, they're basically the same boat, but that whole extra foot of length is all behind the windshield. So you have that whole extra foot in this model all in the cockpit, which is what a lot of people wanted. The Pro V is known for their large bow. They still have that large bow, but you have an extra whole foot now back here in the cockpit in the 2175. And you can see just how much room there is. I can swivel this chair clear around. My legs don't get into the guy in front of me. I can go clear here to the side. My knees aren't getting into the side of the boat. It's very fishable, very well thought out. To start with on the storage here, just to start with on the starboard side in the back, a very large compartment. You can see that's where the power steering pump, they mount that as well for the Verado engine, but there's still quite a bit of storage around that. And then you move over here. Now this here is the ski tow pylon hardware. That's factory installed and that's standard. It doesn't come with a pylon, but anybody that does want to do any boarding or skiing or of any kind, you can buy that pylon and it just drops right in place. There's no installation to it, which is handy. The live well is the best live well system they make, called the Prolong Plus. There's 2 doors to get into your live well. Of course, there's a drop-in minnow bucket on one side. It comes with the divider. You can split your species on one side or the other, or put bait on one side and your other fish on the other side. Nice, very large live well. And here, of course, is where you move your chair up for your casting deck. Anybody that wants to fish off the back casting deck. A standard boat, the casting deck's going to start here right at this hinge and all the way back. So it's still a pretty good sized casting deck. But what we add to all of our bigger Pro Vs is what's called the aft storage option. And what that really gives you, the first thing it gives you is this extra casting. It's this extra 6 to 8 inches or so of extra real estate for your back casting deck. And so that's a nice feature there alone. And then it also gives you a lockable storage compartment. And you can see it's a perfect place for these plano boxes. And anybody that does any trolling or running downriggers, etc., and you're changing out lures all the time, in my opinion, this is a perfect place to have some tackle storage. So if you don't want your tackle though, you can take these out, put whatever you want in here. It's a lockable compartment. But anyway, that's called the at storage option. All of ours are going to have that. Of course, the snap-in carpet, all of our Thais, Pro Vs are all going to have the snap-out carpet. You can take it out and leave it out. It just makes cleaning it up a lot easier. One thing, you know, this boat came out just 2 years ago, and since then they've done a little bit of testing on it. This is one big change they made for 2018 is the battery storage, and I'll show you here. Traditionally, and this is only true for this model, the 2175. But they've always had their battery storage up under the rods in the main rod box, which I'll show you in a minute. But on the 2175 only, they've found through testing that by moving the trolling motor batteries back with the other batteries for your kicker and your Verado, they gain some more performance out of this boat. So you should have even better performance now. So anyway, all of your batteries are going to be in this back compartment. Now over here on the starboard side, the gunnel storage, another lockable compartment. There's a lot of room in this box. It goes back in here quite a ways. You can put a lot of stuff in here, whether it be tackle boxes or life jackets, you name it. Over on the port side, I'll start with this top sliding gunnel storage. Another lockable compartment. And it's a handy place if you're on the go and you want to slide some rods in there, you could, or you can put your fender buoys. There's a lot of things you can put in there. Nice, unwasted space. And then of course you have pull-out drawers now on the port side gunnel as well. And you can put these tackle trays in there, plano tackle boxes for more tackle storage, or you can take them out, put other things in there. You have two of those. Very handy tackle storage. Up here on the bow, or on not the bow, on the port cockpit, port console, on both sides, of course, you have the pull-out drawers. Both are lockable compartments, so it's a real handy feature to have. Instead of having to open up a door and get down there and dig for something, you can pull everything out right to you. Nice sized glove box, just a ton of storage in the boat. Over on the cockpit, or on the driver's console, of course, it's got tilt steering and it's power steering on any Verado like this one, anything bigger than 225 on up. They come with a Kicker brand stereo. You can Bluetooth that right to your phone. The gauges are nice and easy and right there, easy to see. On any of our bigger Pro Vs, we put what's called the SmartCraft gauges in them, and basically what that gives you over the regular analog is this digital box here for the most part, and that just gives you more information on the motor. It tells you your engine hours, fuel consumption, etc. You have some more storage here, two different 12-volt outlets, plug-ins. You can see the dash is wide open. A lot of guys will put two big graphs on here. There's plenty of room to do that. So it's a nice, well thought out console. Now down here on your switches, they're all handy to get to. The master power has to be on to run any of your switches, and then you have all your live well pumps, your bilge pumps, etc. All your switches are right here and easy to get to. The interior lights, I'll show you. You have LED lights now. You can see up on the bow there's LED light strips. Everything's well lit up. And then down here on the sides in the cockpit is also more LED lights. There's also lights inside the rod box. LED lights up under here. And both live wells will be lit up as well. So it's a very well lit up boat. Turn that off, and now that we're there in the center rod box, you can just see how much rod storage there is there. It holds up to 15 rods. Then up here on the bow, very large bow. That's what the Pro Vs are one of the things they're known for anyway. Very big casting deck up on the front. Lots of room. Here's your bow live well. And front of the driver's helm. And then this is optional too, we put on all of ours. It's an inexpensive option, it's just handy. You can, if anybody that uses live bait or minnows, it's the bow bait well that's aerated right along with the bow live well. And then you just have a ton more storage. There's a lot of storage up here, very big compartments. You can see on this side you have we also have the travel cover in here right now as well. All of ours are going to come with the travel cover, but they're nice big deep compartments. You got one of those on both sides at the front. And you can see now that I have both of these open too, they're very dry storage. You can see this lip around here, and all these are channeled back to the cockpit or to these drains here. You can see a drain on each corner. So everything you put in the storage up here in the front should remain very dry. And what you have here in front of the port side console, it looks like a live well, but that's a cooler. That's an insulated cooler, which is very handy. You don't have a cooler, you don't have to store a cooler inside the boat anywhere. You have some more storage here. It's also another lockable compartment. And then these are handy too. There's a place, slots here cut out for some needle nose pliers, etc., and a couple cup holders. They come with the bow cargo nets as well, for anything you're using consistently and you don't want to have to put away. It's just a handy place to kind of keep things from blowing around. Some more storage up here in the very front. I think that pretty well covers the 2175. If I missed anything or if you have any questions at all, please feel free to give us a call or email us. Our phone numbers and our emails are on our website, wakandaboats.com. And I'm Terry here in Glen Elder, and Travis is in Republican City. Thanks for watching.